Good afternoon and welcome. Glad you could all join us here today. And I'm going to keep a better eye on the comments, so if I get muted or something doesn't go right, please let me know right away and I'll try to check those comments and we will fix it right away immediately. So let's get started talking. Okay, thank you. It's working. So I think you can hear me now. So something in my programming is muting me when I didn't mean it to mute. So anyway, Amazon Prime is $139 a year, and of course the main benefit is the 2-day shipping, and we'll talk about how it can sometimes be less than that. And you probably know about Prime Video, lots of great entertainment, and you don't have to pay for other streaming services. You can get lots of good entertainment on Prime Video. But there is more. So Prime Day starts today, the 23rd of June, and runs through the 26th. And stay tuned at the end. We're going to talk about some Prime Day tips, so some ways to save even more money. So let's start off with Prime Reading. So this is a benefit where you get free Kindle books. So let's see how that works. So here's Prime Reading. You get all these different ebooks, but there's more. You can also get, you can also get Prime Originals, which aren't available anywhere else. So you can see there's lots of choices here. And you can get magazines. Did you know that? So there's lots of choices in magazines, including Consumer's Report, which is normally a subscription. So you can get Consumer's Report, you can get Time, even TV Guide. And then there's lots of other magazines, lots of things to do with around your home, cooking and gardening. So there's probably a magazine in there that you would enjoy. So the other thing is audiobooks. So many of the ebook titles come in an audiobook. And so you can see here lots of selection there. So magazines, audiobooks, and ebooks in Prime Reading. So also related to Prime Reading is the First Reads benefit. So each month you can choose 2 Kindle books free with Prime before they are released to the general public. So the way that works is you actually go to the same Prime Reading page and you go down here, scroll down a little bit, and you get to First Reads. So early access to 2 Kindle books with Prime. So you can choose any 2 of the, well, it looks like there's about maybe 12 books available each month. So that's another nice benefit. Then we have Grubhub. So when you would like to take a day off from cooking, you can use Grubhub. Instead of paying $6.49 for delivery. You pay nothing. And instead of paying a 15% service fee, you only pay 8% with a maximum of $4 per delivery. And another benefit, if you type in the code PRIME5 when you order Grubhub, you'll also be able to get $5 off an order of $25 or more. So that's a really good deal. So let's see how that works. So here we have a suggestion, Viva Mexican Foods, known for their great burritos. In fact, they used to be called Viva Burrito, I believe. So you can also search up here for any kind of food that you want. So here's, we're searching for healthy foods. So we've got Red Lobster, Pei Wei, Choice Green, Chipotle, Illegal Pete's, Salad to Go, Rubio's Coastal Grill. So lots of different selections here. And some of these actually have specials within a restaurant. So there's, like, here we have, up here you can see offers. So if you click on that, then these are, here's like 2 offers available at the Agave House. So here's one offer, $8 off a $25 order, or $4 off your first order of $20 or more. So savings on top of savings. You can't beat that. So now we have Prime for the family. So you can add 1 additional adult and up to 4 children. And each one has a separate account, and they do need to be in the same household. So let's see how that works. So here's Prime Family. And it is, so each person gets a separate account, and they get all the Prime benefits. But since they are separate, you don't have to worry about ordering gifts because they won't see anything outside of their own account. So your privacy is protected, and you also get shopping recommendations and streaming content tailored for the person, for each person, not for one person. So Prime for the family. Prime Visa will give you unlimited 5% back on every purchase you make at Amazon. And you can also use it for cash back, gift cards, and for travel. So we go up here. So here's where I earned $191 in the last 12 months for using Prime Visa. My fastest delivery was delivered in 4 hours and 25 minutes. That's amazing. Of course, Amazon does have, I think, 5 warehouses in Tucson, so they have 3 million items that are available for daily delivery. And then I had 2 items that were delivered on the same day. So this applies to all their different products and services. So let's talk about groceries. You get free delivery with Prime on an order over $25. So here we are in the grocery section. So you have, of course, all of the things from Whole Foods. And here's a listing of under $25 picks. And I don't know about you, but every time I order something from Amazon, bananas always show up before I can complete my order. They have a freshness guarantee and, of course, a wide variety of foods that you can order and have them delivered right to your door. So apparently plums are a top seller near me. Who knew? And red onions. Amazon Pharmacy gives you up to 80% savings. So they have two programs. One is called RX Pass, and we'll talk about that here in a second. So on RX Pass, you pay $5 a month, and you can get unlimited prescriptions from their list of 50 different commonly used prescriptions. So that here's a comparison. Retail, it would cost you $30. With RX Pass, it costs you $5. With your insurance, it would cost you $10. So that's a great savings. And the other way is you can use your insurance. You can show them your insurance information, and they will work with the insurance company to get reduced prices on your insurance. So it works with most insurance. And so here's a prescription you would get for $2 with the Amazon Pharmacy. Health AI. So this is a beta program. So One Medical, which is Amazon's medical arm, they do not have a location in Tucson, but they do have 200 locations around the country. But they do have telehealth benefits that you can take advantage of in Tucson. So you can give them access to your records so they can give you more specific answers. You can ask Health AI down here if you want to check symptoms. They have articles, so if you wanted to learn about sleep and your health, you could do that. So this is a great benefit. When you want to check a symptom in the middle of the night, you can go to Health AI. Unlimited photo storage. Many of you have complained that you've got too many photos on your iPhone and you don't have enough room on your Mac. So you can download those photos to Amazon Prime Photos for free. And it's unlimited, full resolution photo storage. Also, you can store your videos up to 5 gigabytes for video, and I think you can get 100 additional gigabytes for $1.99 a month. And so that is a nice perk. So you can get full resolution storage. You can have automatic backups of your photos. So once you set it up, it will automatically back up to Prime Photos. You can easily access them across all your devices, and they work through Shutterfly to give you access to GIFs, photo GIFs, so prints or mugs or things like that. So, and they have good customer support. So it has all the instructions here to set up Amazon Photos. Now, any of these things that I'm talking about, if you can't find it, so one way to find it is to go to your account and lists, and then go down to Prime membership, and that will show you a lot of them. But the easier way would be just to go into the Amazon search box and search the perk that you're looking for, and it will probably come up there. So that's the two ways to do that. Oops, we didn't. So let me go back here to Safari, and I didn't show you Prime Photos. Okay, so here's the Prime Photos, and so you give all these features, automatic backups. You can access it from all your devices, and you can get the photo GIFs and prints from Shutterfly. Okay, Luna. Now, this is an interesting benefit. It allows you to play games for free, and it's not just the shoot 'em up games that the kids like. There are lots of different games here. Here's Sonic the Hedgehog, um, and here's an Indiana Jones game. And let's get down here to, okay, here we go. So here's the different categories: action games, adventure games, arcade games, fighting games, horror games, party games, and puzzle games. Wait, there's more. Racing games, RPGs, shooters, simulations, sports, strategy, and tabletop. So let's look at party games. So this would be a great icebreaker if you're having a party. You could go to something like Exploding Kittens. So you use your phones as controllers, and you can play the game. Here's a game called Draw and Guess, again using your phone as a controller, and you can have 1 to 16 players. It takes 30 minutes to run. So next time you're having a party, you can play a game in Luna on Amazon Prime. So Prime Music, this is a big one. It has 100 million songs, and it is included in Amazon Music, and we're tuning in now, folks. So looks like we're doing good here. So let's wait for the little spinning circle to go around. So you can also get podcasts here. So here's a podcast that I listen to every day, so it knows that. And then it keeps a list of things that I have frequently played, so I can go back to them. And then it has selections based on what I played, so you can see some of that. And for some reason it doesn't like to scroll here, so we're going to go over to the elevator and scroll. So things like my soft rock mix, and but it has all sorts of genres. Where's World Cup analysis. Here's top stations. Again, it's tailoring it to my taste. And here's playlists. What was the one I saw? It was it wasn't yacht hits. It was a variation on let's see here if I can find it. Dum 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 dum. Here's yacht, soft rock. Anyway, it was a strange combination of yacht and something else, but it didn't come up this time. So the preferences or the suggestions will change each time. So you can do music, you can do podcasts, and you can look in your music library and see playlists, and it is a great benefit. So here's something I stumbled across while researching for this presentation, and that's Amazon Science. So here's two articles. Neither of these make a lot of sense to me, but down here we're going to see the different areas where there might be something that makes sense to you. Here's automated reasoning, computer vision, economics, machine learning, operations research and optimization, information knowledge management, conversational AI, um, cloud and systems, and then we've got machine learning, quantum technologies, search and information retrieval, sustainability, security and privacy and abuse prevention, robotics, and operational research and optimization. So if you want to dig into some scientific features, they have got lots of different articles here for you. So that's a very nice resource for some advanced learning. So registry and gifting is really not a prime benefit. It's available to everybody, but I thought I'd mention it because it's a great way to help somebody that's in a gift receiving situation, such as a baby shower or a wedding or a birthday, to have them register on Amazon so they can get something that they really need or want. So you can go in here and see what kind of things that they want and then order it directly from Amazon, of course. So let's talk about Prime Days again. Today's the first day of Prime Days, and the 26th of June is the last day of Prime Days. So I found a couple of ways that you can even get more deals and better deals and kind of qualified deals. One is Deal Seek, and one is Camel, and then one is using the price history button, which is on Amazon itself. It used to be you had to go to some kind of a third-party site to get price history, but now Amazon has included that right on their site. So let's go to DeepSeek first of all. So here we have so I have to sign in here. I signed in with Apple using my Touch ID. There we go. And so they have a whole section just on Prime Day. And here's additional coupon or promo codes that you can get on Prime Day or Amazon things. So here's a breakfast folding tray, bed tray, 50% off. Here's a USB-C cable, two 10-foot cables for $5, 50% off. A rechargeable flashlight, 64% off for $8.88. So there's all sorts of categories you can use, and then you can explore. So you can see here there's a wide variety of things that you can take advantage of, and of course you can search. So you can go up here and search for something that you're interested in. So I searched for a 20-inch metal bed frame. So I found one here for 20% off and 15% off. Not a 20-inch here, 14-inch. And the reason I want that is because I can store things underneath the bed. So that's where I store all my t-shirts. A little inside information there. So that's called dealseek.com. Another one is Camel. So we'll just type in CA, and since I've been there recently, that comes right up. So here's Camel. Here's a slim credit card size tracker that works with Find My for $17.99. That's a pretty good deal. Normally $23.57. And again, you can search here, and this is pertaining just to Amazon products. And then they have a special Prime Day section. If you click here, and it redirects you to Amazon, and then shows you the Prime deals. They also have lightning deals, which last just for maybe 30 minutes. So you might find something you want on a lightning deal. Here's an Apple SE3 watch, normally with cellular, normally $389. It's $279. So that's a pretty good deal. And here's a Blink outdoor camera kit, newest model, for 68% off. So if you're looking to put some surveillance cameras around your house, that's a good deal. They also have another one with 4 Blink cameras and a doorbell for $104. So that's very nice. So Camel, Camel, Camel is your friend. So this is a sleeping bag. So what I was talking about here is right here, the blue, this little blue button says price history. So when you click on that on the left hand panel here, it will show you the price history. So you can see here back in May it was about maybe about $30, and then it went up a little bump here, and now it's down to $22.49. So not a great savings, but a pretty good savings. And so that's the way you can find the really good deals. So that brings us to questions. If you haven't already, put your questions in on the comments section there on YouTube. Do me a favor and share the GoFor Gazette, which comes to you every Monday morning about 7 o'clock, with anybody you know that uses Apple devices. And if you haven't already, subscribe and give us a thumbs up so more people will be shown this video by YouTube. So let's see what you have to say here. And let me get my comments over here so I can read them. Here we are. And so good. Thank you for... Okay, so Alice says that she's used Luna on her PC and her TV. So that's a great idea. If you have a party, you can share Luna games on your TV. And she says it's good. And then Alice also mentions that have I found any other deals for myself? Well, yeah, that bed frame I've been looking for. So I think I'm going to probably pull the trigger on that before the... Okay, so that's a good question. That was a tip in the GoFor Gazette Amazon haul. So let's just go back and look at that. So here we are in Safari. Here we go. So you'll see Amazon haul is kind of up here hidden in the top. So there are items in Amazon haul for less than $1, but you can only have 2 per customer. So here's a nice sturdy bottle opener. Here's a 5-piece cute storage bracket separator egg container something. I don't know what that is. And here's a 5-pack of removable. I gotta find out what this is. Well, that didn't work. So here's an Angry Bird. So these are things you can get for less than $1, but only 2. So this would be something handy. You can get 5 pieces of double-sided wire dishwashing sponges. So I could use that. And so that is Amazon haul. So you get crazy low prices, says so right here. So there's also other things that are more than $1. So lots of different things, everyday things like pill containers and things like that. So good question, Art. Glad you brought that up. So this is actually Amazon's answer to Temu, in case you didn't know. So let's see what else we got here. And Bob says thank you. And Art says check out haul is a bit confusing. What's your experience? Well, I haven't actually ordered anything. I don't think I've ordered anything. Well, maybe I did once on haul, but the quality was fine. I don't have any regrets ordering on haul, but you don't have to be careful. You get what you pay for. So buyer beware. But I think overall it looks like a pretty good deal. So if you think of anything that you'd like to know more about, you can always contact me by phone or by email. And that information is coming up next. So have a great rest of your week and join us again next Tuesday at high noon for another Go for Lunch. Take care.